Hey there, gorgeous gays. Version 2 here with Yakuza 3. More sub-stories. Would it be anything else? Would it be anything else? Fuck no. Was I in the middle of any last time? I've forgotten. It was more than a few days ago, which means... Okay, I'm in the middle of 5 of them, but how many are them here? Instant Ramen is, Okinawa. Manga Mania, Okinawa. I want to go to Tokyo. Oh yeah, we gotta go to the gelatin place. Water Purifiers, Park Boulevard. Okay. And then there's that. Okay, let's start with those, because we're already in the middle of them. Oh, Jesus, I'm dropping my controller. I'm doing so well. We're in speedy go-fast mode today, because I'm doing this stream late today, and also kind of impromptu. I was just like, yo, people want me to stream today? And people were just like, yeah, sure. So I'm doing it. So, I mean, are you planning on going this way? Oh, okay. Okay. I can tell he's grabbing my shoulder, so I'm about to start a QTE when we start this fight. Dumbass. I just wanted to get some gelatin. Is that so much to ask for? I guess it is. Jesus Christ. There we... God damn. Street goons are really nothing in this. I need to turn this up. My hearing is fucked up today. My hearing is really bad today. So I need to turn this up. I woke up in my ear, and this ear's all funky. I think I need to go, like, to an actual proper doctor to get it fixed. But, basically, my hearing sucks. But anyway, we're going to get to Gelateria Kamado. Kyrie! There she is! Hi, Kyrie-san, come take a load off. What's this line for, huh? Doesn't everyone love ice cream? Kyrie-san, stop sitting around and start taking orders. I was about to say, she's just talking to me while she's got a line of people. I'm taking them? Jeez, what's the big rush? Man, please let me take over for Kaede-san. We've got too many customers waiting. Kaede-san, why are you making our customers wait? I just thought, well, they made the effort to come all the way here. At least the least they deserve is a bit of friendly conversation. She's still acting like the laid-back island girl, as opposed to, you're in the city, fast, 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 go, 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 rush, rush, rush. Slap your own hand really hard, like type of attitude that we have the us big city slicker folks. It's funny, I can say I live in the city because I technically do live in Sydney, but in terms of what people think is city, I definitely don't live there. But I can get away with saying I live in Sydney, so therefore I'm a city slicker. I don't know why I want to get away with that, but you know, I can do that if I so choose, and I do it frequently. I don't get why. This is a business, not a social club. Kaede-san, I don't think you're a good fit for this shop. I'll give you the rest of your pay, so don't bother showing up tomorrow or the next day either because you're fired. What? Not again! I can't believe I lost another job. At what point does she learn to change her attitude? And like, people are firing her over not much, so fuck them. But still. You can come the day after that if you want. After that, it's fine. It's just you're fired for the next 2 days. After that, you can. Sounds like you need to pull yourself together. I was never this busy when I worked part-time in Okinawa. I gotta start the job search again. If I don't work, I won't even be able to feed myself. See you later, then. I'm gonna see if I can find another job around here. I'll text you if something works out. Why do I have this weird feeling that the job that's gonna suit her is being a hostess, and it's gonna be a case of the guys are really interested in talking to someone who's way more laid back than everyone else around here. Like, I feel like it's gonna be a case of she doesn't learn to improve, she just finds what she's a good fit for. My friend who presumably knows her personality well may have been onto something when she said this girl wasn't ready for Tokyo. Maybe. I also think I told her she wasn't ready. She just decided to ignore everyone. So, there is that. I think she just ignored literally everyone. She's emailing me again. She got a part-time job at the bowling alley. Should be okay this time because there's no food involved. I'm at Mark Bowling Theatre Alley. Oh, I know it's gonna work out this time. Okay, if there is something, I'll give her credit. She's good at finding work. Like, unnaturally, superhumanly good. She literally walks into the next closest available business and gets hired there. Did I just pass the bowling alley? No. Oh, no, that's Dokomoto's shop. I saw blue on the map, and I'm just like, there's a shop here? What is, no, it's like, no, it's a Moto's hospital. So it's not actually a place I can go to. Or an actual business or anything like that. Alright, bowling alley. Nico, my cousin! Let's go bowling, eh? Don't even hear anything or see anything. Just immediately walk in, you're fired. What? Are you stupid? You can't just let people leave and pay later? Okay, what the hell? Kiryu's even better at finding work. They just ask him on the street. Kiryu, ultimate freelancer. That's what he should have a business card that just tells everyone that he... What does Kiryu do for work? Kind of literally anything that people ask him to do. What's his pay rate? However much people are willing to pay him. / he gets out of the wallets of the assholes who try and beat him up because they're dumbasses. I don't know how you write that down on like a tax form at the end of the year, but hey. Okay, she's letting people just leave and pay later. Pay rate, random energy drinks. Yeah, I get paid exclusively in energy drinks. That's, you know, very sustainable. He goes back to the orphanage. All right, kids, here's dinner again. Uncle Kaz, it's just another 8 Tauriners. Can you get something else? I'm sorry, it's all the people on the street who are asking me for help were able to give me this time. Hey, my dude, want to do a semi-erotic photo shoot, then go voice a BL game? He's a man of many talents. He's a man of many talents, including watching people get fired, apparently. I'm taking our losses out of your wages. Yada yada desert. We're short on staff as it is. Damn it all. Okay, I feel like she's not even trying. If she let people leave without paying, I feel like she's not trying. Like, the other businesses are like just immediately they see that she's not going that fast, so they get rid of her. And like at the burger shop, she was fired for taking home leftover food that they were gonna throw out anyway. That's a scumbag thing businesses do anyway. I agree. But if she's just saying to people, you can pay later, it's fine. At that point, she's not trying. At that point, she's not trying. Yeah, I saw. I can't even cut it at a bowling alley. Oh, I've probably been fired from every place in Kamurocho that'll hire me. Well, this being Kamurocho, you could always try the clubs. How'd I know? How'd I know? How'd I know? Clubs, huh? I do enjoy my liquor. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, we did actually talk to her at a bar when we did originally meet her. This makes a lot of sense. I love chatting with customers too. I'll look into it. Because she chats with the customers. Pay later, they do their tabs at the end. Takes home staff products, you drink on the job. Everything works out perfectly for her. It literally the 3 things she's been fired for makes sense for a club. Pay later, yeah, that's a thing at clubs, they take tabs. Talk with customers, it's all she's doing. And drink the fucking company food. Or eat the company food and drink the company drink. It works out perfectly. If you're ever in a rough spot, you can always count on me. Bye. They've put more... By the way, I just want to point out, they've put more effort into modeling Kaede than pretty much any other character, because they've put her into multiple different uniforms at this point. They've put her into multiple different uniforms. That's impressive. That's impressive. More emails. What do we got? Goodness. My ear's fucked up. I interviewed at Hostess Club, but I ended up answering every question wrong. I gotta work a little bit harder. I'm merely against once I find another job. Talk to you later. Okay, she didn't even get hired by the Hostess Clubs. Never mind. Never mind, actually. It kind of sucks. Never mind. Never mind. She's bad at everything. Alright. She got a job! She's an Earth Angel. Now I'm getting fired without you even coming to see me. I'm like, yeah, this might be some correlation there. To be fair, it's entirely possible they just swapped her head onto other generic female employee character models. Well, was it a guy or a girl who was working at the counter for Muck Bowl? Because I thought it was a dude in a blue shirt. Maybe. Alright, she's at Earth Angel. She's at Earth Angel. Now, here comes the question. Now that we're in Yakuza 3, and we're about to go to Earth Angel, will they describe Earth Angel with a slur? Because I have since learned, Yakuza 0, 1, and 2, that the word that they usually use to refer to what kind of bar Earth Angel is straight up a horribly offensive slur in Japanese. I saw a Twitter thread that was going on quite a bit about how it's kind of fucked up that, like, a lot of Japanese media of any kind is just freely using that, and then in the English translations, they straight up translate it into that. Or in some cases, where it's not even using a slur in the original Japanese, but then when it's localized into English, they use the slur version. So, I'm curious, which one will they use? I don't remember the non-slur word for it. I don't remember the non-horribly offensive word for it. And if you're curious, no, I didn't just see a Twitter thread and then take its word for it and then just assume that it was 100% accurate. I looked into it on my own afterwards and found a lot of, like, corroborating evidence. And the actual thing of just, like, if you don't know what word I'm referring to, apologies for about to repeat a slur, but, you know, it's simple as it is. I'm allowed to say actually, it's a terrible way of saying it. But it's the word okama. It's the word okama. That is a horrible slur. It effectively means in Japanese, a man who takes it up the arse. Like, it's a translation for, like, a rice pot or something like that, and that is used to mean that, and it's that. Alright, I threw out a negative about one sub-stories in this game, and oh god, it was an awful thread, my eyes bled. So, last stream that we did, we actually did a sub-story about a trans character. And it was well done. It was well done. There's, like, tiny little bits that are just, like, weird, but I wouldn't even say they're bad. But I have heard that, this game had... It was that story? That story's fine. That story's fine in terms of how it's done. Wait, was it the people in GAF being assholes? Just, like, not being able to handle it? Or was it people saying that it was poorly done? Because I thought it was fine. Like, not the best, but I thought it was fine. Like, I had parts that were... Okay, which one is Earth Angel and which one's Shellac? I always get this confused. I'm assuming this is Earth Angel then. Reading really odd threads about the removed sub-story is awful. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that either. I heard one was removed because it was straight up awful and there was no way to include the sub-story without it being awful. People arguing with the localization team if it was localization team changing the dialogue. That's, I doubt, I highly doubt that it's, like, horribly offensive in Japanese and then not offensive in English. But... especially when it comes to Yakuza, especially more modern Yakuza, like anything made after Zero. If anyone's complaining about localization being bad or anything, for me, I think you can just completely discount their opinion. Because they're probably just using it to be an asshole. People complain about there just being a trans person in a video game in general. Yeah, exactly. Some people claiming that the Japanese version had similar dialogue. If I had to have a wild guess, I'm gonna have a wild guess, right? And say that the dialogue is similar to what the rest of the dialogue is in Yakuza. It is localized in a way that gets the as close similar feeling and intention of what the original is as to how a Western audience would perceive it. They localize shit, they don't transliterate shit, and that's a very, very important distinction. Anyway, Earth Angel. God damn! God damn! I've never seen Earth Angel be this busy in my entire life. Depends on if it's original or remastered, I suppose. Okay, I've heard original is done bad. I've heard, like, original is done poorly. And the localization in the original, like, Yakuzas is bad. I've heard that. I've heard that, and then it's like, it's since Zero that they've like done it as good as they have. Which makes a lot of sense because Zero is when the franchise became popular in the West. Like, they actually did a good fucking job localizing it to make the games make sense to a Western audience, but to a Western audience who still very explicitly wants to play a game about Japanese people and Japanese life in a Japanese city. There's part in judgment that they apparently changed related to catcalling in the localization. I mean, there's cat fighting in this, so I can't say it that bad. Localization versus translation is going to be a fun conversation when we get to Ace Attorney, because that game is 100% localized over translated, down to planning the location the games take place in from Japan to California. Okay, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Actually, you know, I already know this about Ace Attorney, because Ace Attorney's the ones where it's like, here's some delicious hamburgers and they're fucking rice balls. Oh, by the way, I'm doing Ace Attorney like relatively soon. For those who aren't aware, I'm starting Ace Attorney in like a week or two. For those who haven't heard me say that, I made that decision pretty recently, but I'm starting Ace Attorney in a week or two. Hell yeah, dope. Kyrie-san, welcome. Come by to take a load off. This girl's pretty cute. I heard she's from Okinawa. She really knows how to soothe this old heart of mine. How right was I? Hoping 4 to 6 get ported soon. Oh yeah, they're on fucking DS games, aren't they? Ah, shit. Shit. I did learn last night while looking up Ace Attorney. The 1 to 3 trilogy doesn't exist physically in the West. If I want to buy it physically, I gotta buy a Japanese copy. So now I'm debating whether I even want to buy it physically or I just say fuck it and just buy it digitally. Which is why I'm considering deciding it in 2 weeks. Just buy it digital. Because it doesn't even exist physically here. Which is annoying. Isn't there also one of the Ace Attorney games that still isn't localized? Like Investigations 2 or something? They will, because 1 to 3 and Ace Attorney Chronicles. Chronicles, yeah. Chronicles being, like, getting ported over does increase the chances of 4 to 6, I believe. Like, because, I mean, that Chronicles weren't even localized over here before, and then they got ported in that. But, yeah, isn't there still one game in Ace Attorney that's not localized? Like, not in English? I think it's called Investigations 2. I wrote down a list of every Ace Attorney game, and I seem to remember it was that. If you want to keep it consistent, the whole series is available on 3DS, 1 to 4 being remastered. Otherwise, you'd be switching consoles halfway through the series. That I'm okay with. I'm okay just doing 1 to 3 on the Switch. I'm okay with that. 4 is DS, 5 to 6 are 3DS. Phones and stuff, but Ace Attorney Investigation 2 is Japan only, so it need a fan's translation. Or it gets translated here by the actual company. Importing the bundle of 1 to 3 in Ace Attorney Chronicles as English sub, but I don't know. Yeah. It's more about displaying it on my shelf. Investigation 2 was never localized. That's right. If I start playing the games, that means new releases are about to come out for that series. That's how this always fucking works. That's why you've never gotten Investigations 2 localized. Because I haven't started my series yet. Once I do, within a year, I guarantee... Play Kenzan now? I can't even read Kenzan. I'm gonna have to learn Japanese to do that one. What if I just start Kenzan, I get halfway through the game, literally just trying to headbutt my way through it, not being able to read it, so it can get localized? What if I do that? There's a fantastic French translation in Investigation 2. Keeps in line with the rest of the series' localization style. They even inserted their own English voice clips for the new characters. That is impressive work. That's impressive work for a fan translation. Holy shit. That I'd be willing to do. If it's, like, accepted among the community that this is acceptable, then I'd absolutely be willing to do that. Sick, we have an option. Kaya-chan, can I get another order of a foodie and a beer, hun? Coming right up. You should have some vegetables too, you know. Shop's perfect for me. It's so much fun too. Yeah, that's good to hear. I swear, all the men in Tokyo are always exhausted. They come here and eat and drink their troubles away so they can give it their all again tomorrow. Go ahead, Echan. It's thanks to you that we can keep chugging along. Your Okinawan accent is so nice and relaxing. How did I know it? How did I literally see where this story was coming from a mile away? Just find a shop, bug healing items, and brute force. I can brute force Yakuza game. I just won't be able to appreciate the deep story. Because I won't be able to, you know, understand any of it. It's nice of you to say so. Here, have this on the house. Eat up. Thanks your proprietors. We know her name. It's Arko. We know her fucking name. Oh, whatever. For all that I played it on my old laptop before it died, you wouldn't be able to tell it's tell it from the official localization. It's perfectly in style with the official translations. That is impressive. That is impressive. That's a dedicated fucking community to do that. God damn. An inkling it might have been you. Turns out it was. Looks like business is booming. It's all thanks to Kaede-chan. She said that someone named Kiryu convinced her to come to Tokyo. And she's simply amazing. Here, take this. A token of my thanks. 50,000 yen. Ace Attorney 2 and Mother 3 being fan translation bros. Is there a fan translation of Mother 3? Like a good one? I didn't actually realize that. I just kept getting fired from job after job. I was starting to think I couldn't make it in Tokyo. But after coming here, I just know I gotta keep trying my best. That's the spirit. This place might be a good fit for you. We're completely packed right now, so you'll have to swing by again later. When you do, it'll be on the house, Kyrie-san. Yay, we did it. We did it. We found her a good job. She found a good fit. Kyrie does the Kyrie dance. Woo, woo, woo. Listen to the music from the non-localized Yakuza games, but spoilers. Yeah, is there karaoke in any of them? Is there karaoke in any of those? I feel like we've had this conversation before. Kyrie-san, I figured it all out. I know what to do here. For the first time since coming here, I felt bad for the mama at Earth Angel, but this isn't where I need to be. I talked to her and she told me to follow my heart. She's cheering me on, so I'm heading off. I hope I get to see you again somewhere someday. She fired herself like 5 seconds after it all ended. She fired herself. What the fuck? Same thing with it being basically considered official. There's theories that the translation is so good they don't want to bother doing an official one. Does that sound like Nintendo, though? Does that sound like Nintendo to just let it just be? No, actually, the community made one that is so good, we don't feel the need to do it. That doesn't sound like the Nintendo that I know who did Metroid Samus Returns. Ishin has great karaoke, obviously not called karaoke, but yes. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Actually, it would be an old... It didn't work for AM Tour. I mean, there's... Okay, here's a question. Here's a question. When I go through the Metroid games, do people want me to play the original Metroid 2, Nintendo's remake, or another Metroid 2 remake? Which one do people want me to do? But yeah, here's the important question for Ishin's karaoke. If Ishin indeed has oh, I'm gonna let's play Metroid 1 on 2 screens at once. Sure, I'll do that. I'm gonna play Dread, probably play the official remake because it adds new stuff that ties to Dread. That's true. That's true. They are very similar gameplay style. That is true. I can always go back and play the other ones at some point, like after I've done a bunch of others. Now we're going to Park Boulevard to do a thing. But no, if Ishin has karaoke, because it's karaoke in that, like, it's in, those games are set in feudal Japan from my understanding. So is it going to be feudal Japanese music, like old traditional Japanese music? Fuck yeah. Are we going to get, like, our traditional Enka style on? Because that's what I want. That's what I want. We discussed this before. I quite enjoy Enka music. So if we get, like, old traditional Enka Japanese karaoke, then yes, I need to play Ishin to see that. Doesn't discount AM2R though, it's super good. Again, I'll just play all three. I'll also play the original Game Boy one. Kinda still the same VAs, so I love. Oh, you know, I have heard that Ishin and Kanzan are like basically a play of these characters playing like historical characters. I have heard that. So it is like Kiryu is still there, Majima's still there. They're just still doing all their voices and stuff like that. Oh, I thought you were I thought this dude was Sub-Story. He is not Sub-Story. And now I'm pissed off. So I'm gonna have to beat his ass. Die! God, that fucking tree. That tree definitely flew into Kamurocho Hills and hit someone who was working on the construction there. Oh wait, no it didn't, because apparently they stopped that. Whee! I think Ryuji and Nishiki even play characters in one of those. Amazing. Amazing. Yes. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I was reading history through my playthrough. Onishin got spoiled on the ending. And from my understanding, that's also you can also kind of have that happen with what's it called? Ghost of Tsushima. And Neo, I think, as well. A lot of games that are like feudal Japan are like actually based on history and do stuff. Damn, your history textbook doing you dirty? Bro, I was reading I was watching Passion of the Christ. Yo, let's go! Oh! That is godlike heat move. And I got spoiled on the Bible from Passion of the Christ. Or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7 Still More Run. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure spoils me on the Bible. How dare it? I was reading about the American Revolution. I got spoiled on Assassin's Creed 3. Don't worry, they changed enough of it in Assassin's Creed 3 to just be like, don't worry, it was actually these assholes behind the scenes doing everything. You win, you win. It's just a joke, man. See, I'm laughing, haha. We finally got to do that jumping kick one over one of these rails. And it was so worth the build-up. Because, oh my god, that was amazing. That was amazing. Holy shit. What a fucking heat move. God damn. The way it does the slow motion of the jump over and then it stops for like 3 seconds on the kick afterwards. Oh god. Seriously, like the actual cinematography. Oh, now you gotta do the drunk spin one. This is very true, yes. I need to buy booze, which I need to go Don Quixote for. But, seriously, the cinematography on heat moves in this game hasn't been this good since 0. It's weird that both Kiwami 1 and 2 have not as good cinematography on heat moves as this game does. Because, fuck, it's amazing in this game. Oh, wait. Water purifier, probably a scam. I should save before I do this. So I don't feel the shame. Sorry, somewhere on Park Boulevard, there's people talking about some water purifiers, and I'm just having flashbacks to Yakuza, I think 0, where I got scammed out of that water, and the sub-story just ended, and I cried. All off camera, obviously. And then on camera, because I still couldn't stop crying for that. So I can't even pretend that it's like, nah, I never cry. I've cried on camera before. I cried during fucking Yakuza. Specifically, Majima. So, that's the thing. The sad stuff in the games hasn't gotten me to cry. It's gotten me, like, really upset and stuff, but it hasn't gotten me to cry. But the thing that got me to cry in Yakuza is one of the happiest moments in the fucking franchise. At the end of Majima Saga. That's when I cried, and it's, like, a happy, uplifting moment. You had to spend a whole month drinking canned water and about to never get scammed again. Here's a question for everyone. Because Yakuza is the franchise where I talk about food and drink for way too fucking long, all of the time, forever. Ooh. What is everyone's opinion on flavored water? Like when you get like the lightly sparkling flavored waters, or just flavored water in general, that is just like with a hint of strawberry, with a hint of passion fruit, with a hint of lime. What's everyone's opinions on those? Because I have a very specific opinion on those, in that I've never tasted any of it. I cried during Dead Cells because of the frame rate. I'm so excited for Dead Cells. I'm excited for Dark Souls. I'm excited for Yakuza to be properly jank. I'm excited. One person in series got a happy ending, is arguably the one who deserved it the most. Worth crying over. Completely agree. Makoto had so much bullshit happen to her. She deserved it. She did literally nothing wrong. She made a dumb mistake at some point. Because we can't have a female character in a Yakuza game that doesn't do something stupid and have to be rescued by a man. But she absolutely didn't deserve it. And then she got a happy ending, and then like the person who cared about her the most got to like be aware of that, and she got to say, I'm getting teary over it again. Non-sparkling flavored water is good, sparkling water period is trash. Okay, so I'm glad we agree on the sparkling water is trash. I fucking hate sparkling water with an intense, furious passion. I can't stand sparkling water. It's just like, it's not water. It's water, but you fucked it up. It's water with anxiety. That's what, like, you know how people say, look at this computer, look what you've done to it, it's got anxiety. What the fuck have you done? To me, that's what sparkling water is. Sparkling water is like you got normal water and you gave it anxiety and you fucked up. Fuck sparkling water. Everyone hates sparkling water. All my homies hate sparkling water. It tastes awful. It feels awful. I fucking hate it. There's like a spin-off where it's Kyrie as the lead in Dead Rising. Let me heat action psychopaths. I mean, to be fair, we've already hit action tigers in this game, so it's not even that fucking far. Not even that fucking far. Alright, there was this person during here. This is where it was. I hate Seltzer for the same reason. It's got the same sparkling water fizz, and I just hate it. I can also completely agree. I also fucking hate seltzers. I had, like, my first seltzer, like, not, like, super recently, but relatively recently. And, yeah, fuck seltzers also. Also, fuck seltzers. If you're gonna flavor water, just go, all the way with lemonade or tea or whatever. That's what, okay. So, flavored water, I don't, like, hate flavored water. I just think it's pointless. Like, I've never had a flavored water that has had, like, a hint of strawberry or peach or lime or any of that shit and just gone, yeah, this is better than normal water. I've never had that. It's either I don't taste it or I'm just like, oh, it's like water, but not as good. Or anything like that. And fuck sparkling water. But so I know some people who swear by sparkling water. It's the main thing they'll fucking drink. It's the only thing they'll drink. They get the sparkling waters with all the flavors, and it's the main thing that they do. And I'm just like, what? How? How? I only had flavored water by accident. Hated it. Thank you. I'm glad everyone here doesn't like sparkling water. I'm glad everyone here is on me with the fuck sparkling water trend. Hashtag fuck sparkling water. There was some way back that were okay, but it wasn't really worth it. That's kind of my idea. Even if it's flavored and it's good, it's not worth it. As you said, just make fucking lemonade or tea. Just have normal water, otherwise just have juice, you freaks. Yeah. Like, it's literally, if I want water, I want water. If I want the flavor, I'll have juice. Or an iced tea. Or lemonade. I'll have that instead of just, like, water. But I don't want homeopathy flavored water. Like... We got some water, but we diluted strawberry flavor into it 1,000 times, so it's... fuck that. I prefer strong flavors in general. I had way too much sugar to my tea. I had way too much butter to my mashed potatoes. I can't do plain water. I just can't. So, plain water for me just feels invigorating. Like, how... It has to be, like, ice cold, though. Like, if it is ice cold water, how fast it absorbs into your body is super invigorating feeling to me. So it's not even necessarily that the taste is good, it's that it feels that good in my body. But my brain associates that feeling with the taste of water in my mouth. And stuff like that. But I agree with I agree with the too much butter on mashed potatoes. The amount of time, like, if I'm gonna have mashed potatoes, I want it to be mainly butter. Fuck mashed potatoes that aren't, like, really, really yellow and are lumpy. If it is not, like, if it has got any amount of lumpy or, like, chunky bits in it, fuck those mashed potatoes. If it's more closer to a white color, like a potato, instead of yellow, like it's got a pound of butter for every one potato that you put in there, fuck that shit. It's got to be primarily butter with a little bit of potato to give it the texture that isn't just you're eating butter. You need to add some butter to your... God. Oh, God. You're going to feel sick with that one. Chugging water after being the sun is triple S tier. So, I saw her play Yakuza at some point. Doing Ring Fit Adventure, because I've been doing pretty decently at that. By the way, Ring Fit Adventure is top tier. It's fantastic. Ring Fit Adventure is an incredible game. I want to make a video about it when I beat it, but I'm not going to beat it for like another 3 years, because I'm slow at it. Like, I'll do Ring Fit like 3 to 4 times a week, but I'm so unfit right now that I can barely do more than 1 level at a time, and you need to do so much because that game is incredibly long. But, so on the similar thing of being in the sun and having some water, post-exercise, ice-cold water, better than sex. Better, easy, not even a competition. It's just that fucking good. Oh man, we're getting version 2 game reviews? Well, it's more so I would want to do it. I would want to do a review on specifically Ring Fit Adventure, purely because I don't know any way to do Ring Fit Adventure and talk about how good it is in any Let's Play format that I do. When I beat the game, I kind of want to do like a more proper, like, edited, cut down video of just like why Ring Fit Adventure is actually ridiculously good. Like, how incredibly made it is. Like, I haven't beaten it yet, and that might change. If it doesn't continue adding new stuff as it goes, then it will get a bit tired with just its core concepts, which I'm still going to continue playing because it's about the exercise and stuff like that. But what it does good at the beginning of the game is introducing all of this gamification stuff to make you invested enough in the exercising that you get to the point where you're invested in the exercising for the sake of exercising. Like, the gamification of it is what draws you in to be willing to do the exercise. And then after you do it enough, you realize doing exercise, even if in the moment it doesn't feel good, post-exercise feels good, so you get motivated to do it for that. And the gamification aspects of it pull you into that. So, if it doesn't continue that for the rest of the game, it might start wearing off because it might start getting too exhausting. So it might change, but from where I am so far, it's very good. Version 2 game reviews, where we only review the version 2.0 of each game. Version 2.0 Smash Brothers. Only Joker. 0 out of 10. Enter the office or refuse. I don't want to get scammed, but should I let myself get scammed? I refuse. I assume you've been selected to try new water purifiers. Oh, I just have to enter to continue. Specifically a Realm Reborn. Hey, that's gonna happen eventually. Oh god. I have to do Final Fantasy 14 in November, don't I? It's not that I'm against the idea of playing Final Fantasy 14, I'm just realizing how many games are still coming out soon. And I'm just like, I'm never gonna clear up my schedule because there's still new release games all the fucking time. Don't enter the Peacock streaming service. I don't know what you're talking. Oh, this? Is it because it looks like a peacock thing? I don't know what you're referring to. Or are you talking about I peacocked your mum? The office? Too bad, I'm entering the office. I'm entering the Peacock streaming services office. I had to get a message to that effect. Mind if I come inside? Absolutely. Alright, this way, sir. What do you mean the Office TV show? I haven't watched that. I don't watch TV. Welcome, and my most sincere congratulations on being selected as a product tester. How exciting for you. Damn, yeah, you definitely look like a well-to-do, upstanding, completely legitimate businessman. They just did the big job actions trailer for Endwalker. Warriors and changing much, so if you want to start playing, if you wanted to start playing early, you'd be safe. Someone, on the other hand, is being turned into a whole new job again. Nice. Peacock's the streaming service, and basically the only reason they're still around is because they have the rights to the Office TV show. Oh, okay. Yeah, reference I went completely over my head. Our company's Super IH water purifier is state-of-the-art, utilizing the same electromagnetic coil system as induction heaters. Electromagnetic power not only removes chlorine, but also kills bacteria and adds alkali ions, so your water will actually make you healthy. Oh, pardon me, I haven't asked you your name. It's Kyrie. Kyrie-san. Alright then, Kyrie-san. From what you've heard so far, do you have an idea of how wonderful our Super IH water purifier is? More or less. Well, wait till you hear this. All people selected to test out water purifiers will get to keep the model they tested after the evaluation period is through. This is a fucking spyware thing. We're talking about Super IH water purifier that sells for 1 million yen at retail. Now, what do you think? Isn't it the most amazing product you've ever seen? 1 million yen, and they're gonna give it to me for free. This is the biggest, most obvious scam that's ever been a big, obvious scam. Also, look at these fucking Power Rangers around us. Look at this fucking color-coordinated group of misfits behind him. Behind him, getting ready to beat us up if we say no. The Super IH water purifier produces water that makes you healthy just by drinking it. Wow. We spent all of our money on this photo of a rhino. Do you mean the streaming service? Oh, the one in the... I didn't even notice... Sorry, I didn't even notice the painting of a rhino in the back. Damn. Fancy office. You got photos of your kids up there. Some weird abstract shit over there. Look at those apples, though. Damn, fancy offices. And right now, you've earned the right to receive one for free of charge, Kyrie-san. There's just one thing I'd like you to know first. What? It happens to be a 300,000 yen feed after professionally installed in your home. I hope one of your future videos starts with a water purifier sponsor. I refuse to be sponsored by anyone ever. Unless it's Bundaberg or Dago Distilleries. They make Captain Morgan. I refuse to be sponsored by anyone else. I refuse to be sponsored by anyone else. My opinions, being extremely myself, is more important to me than money. Because I have enough money from other sources that I don't need money from this. If this was my job and I needed it, I'd be willing to take sponsors because, you know, bitches gotta eat and stuff like that. Unless it's Doug asking you to sponsor the Tojo clan. If I get sponsored by the real life Yakuza, I might do that. I might do that. But no, I don't need to earn money from this. From any of this stuff that I do. I don't need it. So, me having my very own opinions that are very upfront that it is just because I think that, as opposed to being paid to do that, to me is more important than taking money from this, because I don't need the money from this. So I wouldn't do sponsors. I've been offered sponsors. Despite how small my channel is, I've been offered sponsors. I've turned every single one of them down. Sega would want to give you early access if you had Yakuza ties. Ah, yes! Early access for the person who, in the year of 2021, the week that Lost Judgment is coming out, is playing Yakuza 3. Yeah, very, very useful to me to get early access to these titles. I can't wait to definitely get my best use out of that early access to Lost Judgment in a week. When I haven't played the sequel, when I haven't played the previous game in it. Or Like a Dragon. Or like the last 4 Yakuza games before that. That's actually the price of necessary parts. You have to pay for labor. Isn't that right? That's right. Super H water purifier itself and the plumbing labor cost are on us. You just pay for the parts. It's bullshit. Security-san, I know 300,000 yen is a fair amount, but what do you say? It's small price to pay for such a life-altering device. Fly to Sega, just keep your eyes closed the entire time I played the special new release. Oh, look at my opinions on this. I don't know what's happening, but I bet it's great. Hell, they got Willie to skip to 7 for a while. Yeah, see, I wouldn't do that. Having early access to it and being sponsored by it, for me, isn't worth going around unchronologically for this series for me. I would be spoiled on something by playing a later game earlier. There would be something I'd be spoiled on. I guarantee that even if it's a small detail, not worth it. I saw someone play 6 early access when they were 3 games behind. They saw 20 minutes into the stream and started the old ones. Owned. Well, I've done my officially contractually obligated job. Bang. Fuck you. Quit yanking my chain. Why should I have to give you 300,000 yen? I'm telling you, it's for the pods. And I'm telling you, I don't want to pay it. Think about this carefully, Kiryu-san. You're getting a 1 million yen miracle for the low cost of 300,000 yen. Who cares? I don't need it. This is ridiculous. I'm leaving. What's that? You can just walk on out of here. Yeah, I bet I can. Kiryu-san, if you're pretending to be civil. Yeah, no, at this point, like, after this many games, now, like, again, Kiryu in Yakuza 0, I assumed didn't know the world well enough that he would fall for scams. Apparently I was wrong, but that's, in my eyes, Yakuza 0 Kyrie would fall for scams. He's too naive about just how everything works. He's naive about how the Yakuza works, so he's going to be naive about how the world works. But in this game, no, he's done this shit for too long. He's aware. Only ever drink booze and energy drinks. I actually don't need this. Do you see Kiryu ever drinking a water? No. He literally sat down and said, tell me how you're gonna scam me so I can smash your face into that rhino photo. Chat's really loving the rhino photo today. Damn. You bet I do. Goodbye. Gary is like the people that screw over scam callers, but with in-person scams. Yeah, but instead of screwing them, or instead of scamming them back, he just beats the shit out of them. Which is better. Get back here! Not so fast, pal. You can't leave our office until you go test our water purifier, see? If you don't get how awesome this purifier is, we're just gonna have to pound it into you. You just don't quit, do ya? Told you, don't want any part of it. I guess it's come to this then. Don't be too rough. We wouldn't want him to croak on us. They're not even pretending to not be scam artists. And Kiryu's just like, oh, for fuck's sakes. So I'm just gonna make sure it costs you as much as it can for you to scam me by, again. It's not even about beating them up as well. It's about beating up their offices. I want nothing alive in their office after this. I want to destroy everything of theirs. It's gonna cost you more money than just your hospital bills. I'm destroying everything you have here. I'm on a fucking warpath. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck your computers. They're more important to smash to me than you right now. You know, until I smash them all, in which case, then I'll start smashing you. Come here. Hey, come here. Come here. I got a thing to show you. It's called a rhino. I didn't get to show him the rhino. Damn it. I love how organized all the criminals are with modeling in their offices to each other. Well, they're all part of Yakuza clans. They've all got to look the same. You gotta keep that. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought that was a fucking interact prompt on the window. It is not. It is not an interact prompt on the window. I want to use the water purifier. Fine. I'll just beat him up. I thought there was an interact prompt on the window, and I thought it was gonna be like, throw the bitch out the window. But not quite. Not quite, sadly. I give up! It's all the same office, it's rented out for very small amounts of time. Every single Yakuza clan just has their own timeshare on this one office downtown. And what have we learned today, kids? Don't fuck with... How many scams in this game have people tried to pull on Kiryu? I have actually lost count. I think we're approaching like 10. God damn. How about I tell the police about this little caper of yours? No, please not the police. Here to make it up for all the trouble we've caused. Hey, 50,000 yen. Will you forgive and forget, please? This smells suspiciously like hush money to me, but I'll let it go this time. Kiryu, hush money is like the one thing that you're okay with. You gladly accept hush money like all the time. You have 500,000 yen on your pockets right now. A good 80% of that has been hush money from sub-stories. Go through the office doors, warps you into the same office. Damn. They're all temporarily like... I can't talk today. It's still my favorite post-beating in a sub-story line Kyrie has had in this series. What have we learned today? It's great. They somebody's get something nice. Stamina and royales. Hey, they need the energy. The kids need the energy. After all, I kind of like your cheesy sales patter. I'm so sorry. That message is my phone one more time. I'll teach you a lesson you won't forget. We'll change our ways, I swear. We'll be fine upstanding salesmen from here on out. They're literally Yakuza. That's not their job. It is not their job to be upstanding citizens of society. They are literally members of the Yakuza clan. I've probably asked this question, but my memory is bad, and especially today, my head is really funky. My head's real funky today. What's the actual name that Kiryu refers to the Yakuza as? Maybe he does call them Yakuza. Maybe nowadays he calls them Yakuza. But, like, Yakuza is the, like, insulting term to refer to the Yakuza, because it basically means loser. But there is an actual, like, different word that people who respect the Yakuza call that, and I don't remember what it is. The most aggressive removing from your calling list in history. Kyrie just punching people with basically no junk mail signs on his fists? Fuck you. Kyrie is the best business teacher. Again, I just like the idea that there's so many times that we're beating up people who are trying to shake down other people, and yet this game has been upfront and obvious with the fact that Kiryu used to do that shit himself. It's probably part of the reason why it pisses him off so much, because it reminds him of how he used to be, and he doesn't like who that was. He doesn't actually know how to block numbers, so he just goes and punches you. This, I can understand. This, I can believe. Kiryu is a boomer, and we know this. I don't know the other word. I'm pretty sure Kyrie hasn't used it in the English localization. I mean he's voice actor. Like when he's in a cut scene and he's voice acted saying the word Yakuza, I don't think he says Yakuza. He might nowadays because he doesn't respect the Yakuza as much now, but he kind of still does. Not even mad anymore. Just okay, give me your money. But I know that Yakuza is like. If you wanna show that your opinion of the Yakuza is you think they're scummy and shitty and stuff like that, you use the word Yakuza, because it basically means loser. Like, the Yaku and Za come from, like, a combination of a losing hand in a card game or something like that. Or, Mahjong or something along those lines. So it's just basically, like, if you've got a losing hand, then, that's what it's called, and then they're Yakuza, so they're losers. But the Yakuza themselves don't refer to themselves as Yakuza. But I don't remember what it is. But I don't remember what it is. Off the top of my head. I still can't believe they actually picked Shangri-La. I'm actually stunned. I'm actually stunned. Like, they actually put in billing in the jigsaw puzzle that they solved. I'm so stunned by this. I don't believe it. I'm gonna stab this dude because I don't think I've stabbed anyone in this game yet. So I'm just gonna quickly do a stab. Are people okay with a stab? How do I stab? Is there no stab move with a knife in this? There it is. There we go. Oh, he doesn't actually stab all the way in this game. He actually just stabs them with the tip. In the other games, he like gets in there. He disembowels people with that heat move. In this, it's just the tip. That okay. I don't know what the fuck just happened to their Deku, but when you posted that, it fucked up stream elements for a second. That was funny. Google says Dinky or Dantai for chivalrous organization. Okay.